Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another City of Newcastle episode, and it is a new season. And we are, if you haven't already seen, you should probably go and check out that last episode. But we are in the National League, so it's going to be harder than it's ever been before. We're going to really struggle to get out of this division, I'll be honest, especially this season. I mean, I'll show you what the season preview is in just a second. But first of all, I want to say if you are enjoying the series, obviously leave a like and do subscribe if you have not already. I want to apologise, obviously, for taking that week off. It was just something that I needed to do. If you follow me on Twitter, you would have seen that. But we are back, sticking back to the usual schedule of uploads and of streaming. But yeah, let's have a look at what you've missed out on since the last episode. So should we start with transfers? Yes, none. We've had some outs. Is what we've had. I think I've released some as well. Yeah, released a few. In the aiming to bring some in. Not been able to do so. And why, you ask? Well, because of this. We are still in the process of a board takeover. Maybe it will get done today in this episode. However, it's unlikely. But yeah, looking at the season preview, I mean, if you look at the teams that we're in, I think I counted all of the teams that were and weren't professional. I think there's two other teams other than us that aren't professional. So it's not looking like a great start for us. And the season preview is looking like this. We are predicted to finish in 21st place. I mean, I guess that's mainly to do with the fact that we've not been able to improve our team any further than what we had before. I guess that's probably it. But, you know, we've... yeah, I don't know what else to say. We've not been able to improve our squad. We are in a team full of professional teams. So, yeah, hopefully once this takeover gets done, maybe we'll be able to ask to be professional, and maybe that's something we can change quite quickly and then bring some players in before, you know, we end up finishing around the relegation zone, which in this division there is 4. So if we were to finish 21st or even 20th, that would be relegation. And that's not what we want. I think my personal aim is mid-table. I feel like you can always have a bit of wiggle room in comparison to what the season preview is. So I feel like mid-table is definitely doable. If not, we can definitely finish above the relegation zone. But let's get into this season. Let's get into the first episode, yes, obviously, of this season. And the first game of this season, which is against Forest Green Rovers. And this is what we're going to be going with this season. I didn't want to do anything too forceful going forward. So we are just going to do with a basic gegenpress, really. I've not changed it too much from the standard preset. And the reason for that is I want to kind of try this just standard gegenpress and then mold it around what works for us and what doesn't. I think I made a couple of changes to the mentality and not the mentality, to the individual instructions, but not too many. So I mean, let's just see how it goes. I feel like this is something we're gonna have to drop. We'll drop the lines. I'll do that because we don't have a pacey enough team to push really far forward. We've still obviously only got 5 substitutes with 3 available to use. We've got no new faces to show you, so we're just going to get out there with this team, and that team is going to be Hoskins in goal, Coogan and Jacob Jones at the fullback positions. Roberts is actually going to start, is he? Yes, because Gamblin's still suspended, so Roberts is the only option we've really got in that position, and he's alongside Gabadiba, of course. Snedden's playing in this defensive midfield role with Haid and Baxter further forward. Josh Foster on the right, Paul Miller, the star man, on the left. And up front, for his 3rd season, I want to say, Levi Welsh is going to be playing. I've not got the correct skin, so he actually looks awful. But yes, his 3rd season of being a starting player, and hopefully we get a similar number of goals. So our first game of the season is an away game at Forest Green. Obviously a professional team. A team that recently, in recent history, has been in the EFL. I'm pretty sure in this save, they actually got relegated from League 2. Obviously, which is why they're here. But they also got relegated from the National League. So I think they might actually be a newly promoted team. So this probably isn't a bad place to start. However, the fact that they are professional instantly gives them the advantage as we go forward and Levi Welsh in the first game of the season. Just as I'm playing down our chances at getting a result here, we managed to get our first goal of the season within 20 minutes. And it's not really, I was going to say it's a long throw. It's not a long throw. It's just a standard throw to Baxter, who heads it into the box towards Welsh, and Welsh does really well to finish it. Yeah, great start. 1-0. Okay, McLaughlin is on the ball now. It goes forward, but it is just going to go straight to Hoskins. And are we going to be able to create a counter-attack? Hoskins goes long towards Foster, which, I mean, the reason we go long is because we've got the pace up front in Foster, in Miller, and I'm pretty sure Welsh isn't too slow either. But, yeah, I mean, it's a promising start so far. If we look at these stats, as it is now going to half-time, we've probably had the best of the game so far. I mean, not too many shots and shots on target, but a lot better than what Forest Green are doing, not managing to get a single shot on target. We're also dominating possession as well, which is perfect. But I have noticed that Josh Foster has picked up an injury, but we are going to tell the boys that they're doing well, but they can do better, which is always the attitude that we can have. There's always places for us to improve. I want to see what kind of injury. I mean, he wants to come off, so I think it would be unfair to keep him on. And Eric is actually going to be the player that we're going to bring on. Eric, of course, now has a face. Here he is, the young Serb. He had a loan at Runcorn Linnets. Was a crucial player for them. Obviously, a few divisions lower than us. So this is a big step up. But I tell you what, I don't think he's that bad. And I think that he's ready for this kind of game. And here's a chance for him to prove himself. Okay, Jacob Jones now with a ball into the box, and it looks like it's going to be a penalty. Baxter is shoved by O'Mara, it says at the bottom. And who's it going to be to take the penalty? It's going to be Haid, Keane Haid, and he puts the ball in the back of the net to double our advantage against Forest Green. And what a start of the season we are having. A team that, I mean, like us, are predicted to finish as far down the bottom as possible. And I know Forest Green, like I said, I'm pretty sure are a newly promoted team, if not they were last season. It's not a bad game. It's not a bad result to be getting so far. So we got a late chance, 85th minute, and Jones with the throw-in. I feel like with the new tactic, we've not got our long throw set up, but the ball goes into the box towards Levi Welsh from Jack Baxter. And Levi Welsh gets his second goal of the game and makes the result in no doubt whatsoever. We are going to win this game. All I'm asking for now is to just keep a clean sheet, because I feel like they're going to be hard to come by. And possibly later on in the season, goal difference could be crucial. So hopefully we can keep a clean sheet here. As time is ticking away, 3 minutes of added time to go. We'll just see it through, and the time is up. We have kept a clean sheet, and it's a 3-0 win against professional Forest Green Rovers. I'm very happy with the result and the way you played. We had an excellent game. I'm looking at Eric, a 6.9. I mean, he played better than Josh Foster did. It's not incredible, but it's not a bad start for your first game in this sort of level against a professional team. I'm not too disappointed with that. So I've continued further to the next game to see if the takeover is going to be completed. Unfortunately, it's not. So there's going to be no signings likely between now and this episode. Now and this episode. That is literally the same time. Now and next episode. Unless, it gets done pretty soon. But I thought I'd show you the league table. It doesn't mean much at the moment. It is only one game gone. But we are in the playoffs. So hopefully this is what the table looks like come the end of the season. However, I see it quite unlikely. But yeah, I mean, let's have a quick look at the schedule to see where we're likely to meet. I don't think we're going to go too far. Possibly Eastleigh Yeovil around that time, I think, is probably where we're going to get to, so that we can have a good look at this season, because I feel like it's going to be a tough one this year. But hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully it's going to be a charge up the table once again. And who knows, maybe another promotion. Wouldn't that be great? But I'm not playing. I'm not going to say that. Mid-table is where I want to finish. As a high-end target, standard target, absolutely, is to just not get relegated. But I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please do leave a like and subscribe if you are new. And until next time, I'll see you later.